Morning everybody, it's Saturday of week 15. If you remember last week, I had done two really quite tough speed sessions, and parkrun was quite good, but when I tried to do the extra 20k from St Andrews up to Tayport, I found I just couldn't do it. And on the Sunday I went for a run around Leuchars, and I just couldn't do it. It was better, but I still couldn't do it. So I've taken the week in between for a bit of R&R, and although I did about 5.5k on Thursday night at the Tough Days through the estate. So my plan for this weekend was to rerun last week, so I could do a more or less direct comparison. So I've been to the parkrun, I've done that, as you can see, I'm a little bit glowing, and it's really windy this morning. It's about 45 to 50 mile an hour winds, so a couple of bits it was tough going, but overall it wasn't as bad as I expected. So my time was about a minute better than last year, even though I was still just cruising, and allowing for the wind, that's probably about a minute and a half improvement, but time wasn't really a factor. But it's interesting. Rather than go straight onto the run up to Tayport just now, I think with the winds in mind, I'm going to go home, do a bit of work, then I'll come back out again. Probably about 4 o'clock the wind's forecast to drop back to about 25 miles an hour. So I'll come back up to St Andrews then, and we'll do the run to Tayport, and then we'll be able to do more or less a direct comparison with last week. Legs still a wee bit tight, I would say, so I think maybe a bit of a trip to a physio would maybe do me some good, so I think I'll treat myself to a session. Right, so I'll check back in this afternoon when we run back up to Tayport. Right, so St Andrews is busy today because the open golf is on, so we're just making our way through the crowd.
If you went on the path as well,
Right, so we were going to do this run this morning, but it was really windy, kind of 45-50 mile an hour winds, and so I've put it off, and the forecast is that kind of within 10 minutes of now the wind should be down to about 25 miles an hour. But having said that, it still feels pretty strong. So we're going to head up from here in St Andrews, so next to the Golf Village, which is a public road, get to the outskirts, head along the Guardbridge up to Leuchars, then instead of going up the main road to Tayport this week, we'll go through Tentsmuir Forest and follow the coastal path. Then once we get to Tayport, we'll do a review, and if we're okay, then my plan is, so that's 20 k's to get to Tayport. And if we're still feeling okay, then we'll carry on, we'll go over Guardbridge to Dundee, so that gives us a total of 27 kilometres, which would be pretty good. So we got to Guardbridge. That's just under 6 kilometres in 35 minutes, which doesn't sound too bad, but boy, that wind is still strong. I believe the golf is still suspended, and it's going to be another hour or so until they think the wind has dropped down enough to start playing again. But coming along from St Andrews to Guardbridge was an absolute nightmare. It doesn't feel like the wind's dropped at all. Anyway, so we've turned the corner now. So that's the 10k mark, and it's just gone an hour since we started. So halfway to Tayport, and that's fine. Bit better than last week. By this time last week I was pretty pooped, and I was jog walking from this point on. But I think today I'm much more relaxed about it. Still, that dreadful headwind made quite an impact on me. So, however, that's what happens. Feet wise, I'm feeling my toes again. Really a little bit sore. Not as bad as it was in the Saucony. So given that I'm now getting that in 3 pairs of shoes, I'm reluctant to say it's the shoes. So either it's something physical, but why is it that I don't have that problem in my trail shoes? The only other thing I can think is socks. So I think my next port of call is somebody that can give me some decent advice on socks. Maybe a pair with more cushioning or something like that will be okay. Hi there, guys. So yeah, a pair with more cushioning might help. However, we're managing a bit better today. I'm certainly not totally tired. In fact, physically I feel perfectly okay. The legs though, the legs do feel stiff. I don't think they feel tired, I think just stiff. So I think we will have to take the plunge and go and see a physio. I've been saying for, well, what we've been doing now, April, May, June, July, that's 3 months I've been doing this, 3.5 months. And I think from about the middle of month 2, I've been saying that my hamstring is really tight, and it's never improved. And now the rest of my legs are tightening as well. So I think I definitely need to go and see somebody and get some advice and maybe a bit of massage or whatever it is that they think will fix this. Anyway, right, so as I say, getting on much better than last week. The sun is out. It's quite warm, but it's not devastatingly hot, and the wind seems to have dropped a lot now, so that's great. So presumably the golfers will be happy and they'll be out playing as well. Right, so let's get on with it then. here we are in Tayport, and no way am I going to carry on to Dundee. I think I largely walked the last couple of kilometres. Yeah, so I think probably about maybe between 17 and 18k. I just had to walk the rest. So that's disappointing. No idea really how long that's taken. I think I got to Cooper around about 3 o'clock, and it's now 6 o'clock, so that's 3 hours to do 20 k's, which isn't good. So yeah, I think absolutely we've got to go and see a physio. I'm not in the least bit tired, and my upper body is absolutely perfect. My feet aren't all that bad. I reported at 10k that my feet was, particularly my left foot was sore, but you know, it settled down after that and it was okay. Yeah, it's really just my upper legs that are so tight. I'm sure now that they're not tired. I'm absolutely convinced that they're not tired. They're just so tight and really difficult to run on after that 17, and just had to give up and walk the rest. Fine when I'm walking, but not when you're running. Anyway, so there's the lesson. So we need to book an appointment with a physio, and gosh, this is a busy wee town, isn't it? So yeah, that confirms we need to book an appointment with a physio and go and see if we can get sorted out. So we'll do that on Monday morning. Right, tomorrow it's tough days in the morning, and I might just do a short one like I did on Thursday night. I'm not going to do anything long. I'm not going to do the Loch Leven run. I think that would just be stupid. Yeah, I think we'll leave that until after we see a physio. We'll cut back to one long run, which you know, in reality is a jog walk for the last half. But we need to keep moving. You know, we do need to keep moving. We can't just stop. So we need to keep doing at least one long run a week, and desperate to get back on track now. Okay, so we'll see what the physio has to say, and maybe see you tomorrow.